A Fayetteville man is behind bars for stealing his own mother-in-law's credit card and racking up thousands of dollars in debt. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Piñate.
And I'm Chad Mira. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. According to a police report, this man, 56-year-old Randy Phipps, is accused of exploiting his 86-year-old mother-in-law. Police say he charged $25,000 in debt after stealing her credit cards. Phipps now sits in the Washington County Detention Center where he faces charges of elder abuse. Making headlines in the River Valley, Fort Smith police identify the victim of a possible homicide.
Police say Jose Botello turned up at a home in the 1400 block of North Greenwood Monday night, bleeding profusely. He died on the way to the hospital. Right now, police don't know if the victim was stabbed or shot. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fort Smith police. Also in the River Valley, Fort Smith police say a woman is recovering in the hospital after she was hit by a pickup truck this morning. It happened on Rogers Avenue just after 5 a.m. We're told the victim's injuries include a cut on her head and road rash. An accident reconstruction investigator is working to determine what caused the crash. At this time, no citations have been given out or arrests made.
For the most up-to-date information on these stories, just download our KNWA News app. You can choose which notifications you get, local, national, Northwest Arkansas, River Valley. It's all up to you. The app is free. It's in the App Store or on Google Play. Around Arkansas, final goodbyes have been said to former Razorback and Super Bowl champ Mitch Petrus. And it was a tough day for so many.
It sure was. Mitch was a legend in Carlisle, leaving behind quite the legacy at Carlisle High School. Dozens from the town traveled to a small church in Biscoe to honor him one final time. Family and friends filled the pews as the preacher spoke of Mitch's larger-than-life personality and his love for people and, of course, football. Friday, we learned he passed from what we had been told was a heat stroke. Since then, nothing but happy memories of the 32-year-old have filled social media timelines and speeches.
He touched so many people. I mean, his ripples are going to go way further.
Since Mitch's death, the family has set up a fund to create a scholarship in his name, a great tribute to a person who made such a large impact in the state. Recreational and medical marijuana is a budding billion-dollar business for many states across the country, including, of course, right here in Arkansas. But banks won't work with the cannabis companies.
That's because the use and sale of marijuana is still a violation on the federal level. Our Jesse Tenor is in Washington with how the cash-only business could change with the help of Congress.
Bankers and cannabis industry experts were on the Hill today asking senators to pass a bill that would allow marijuana businesses to access traditional financial services.
It is difficult, and frankly, it's dangerous.
John Lord runs a marijuana company in Colorado that brings in $100 million a year, but he can't use a checking account.
I had no choice but to walk into the IRS in Denver with more than $3 million in cash in order to pay federal taxes.
Lord is just one of the thousands of businesses caught between states that allow marijuana sales and federal regulations that won't allow banks to work with them.
The federal government has failed to respond. It has closed its eyes and plugged its ears and pretended and hoped that the issue will just go away. But it won't.
Both the American Bankers Association and Credit Union National Association want change. But groups like the Virginia-based nonprofit Smart Approaches to Marijuana say using banks would make marijuana sellers appear more legitimate.
By skipping ahead to a technicality over banking rules, the marijuana industry is hoping to gain many of the benefits of federal legalization without a debate over the public health effects.
Congress still clashes over federal legalization of marijuana. For now, lawmakers seem comfortable leaving it up to the individual states, where only 3 have refused some form of cannabis. Colorado Republican Cory Gardner and Oregon Democrat Jeff Merkley have teamed up on the Safe Banking Act, designed to protect the financial institutions and the non-cannabis companies that interact with marijuana sellers.
Let's fix this. Let's honor the states' rights vision of all of these states that have said this makes sense here in our location for our citizens.
Lawmakers say the current situation also gets tricky for employees at marijuana companies. Some have lost their accounts once the bank found out who they worked for. In Washington, Jesse Tenor, KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.
Jesse, thank you. Senator Tom Cotton was expected at today's meeting but did not make it. We reached out for comment but have yet to hear back from him.
Staying at the Capitol tonight, special counsel Robert Mueller is expected to give his testimony before the House Judiciary Committee and House Intelligence Committee tomorrow. NBC News will feature live coverage of the congressional testimonies beginning at 7:15 tomorrow morning. Mueller's report determined Russia did interfere in the 2016 election, but without the help of the Trump campaign.
Looking ahead to the new school year, which is just weeks away, a local nonprofit working to give kids the tools they need to succeed. The Single Parent Scholarship Fund is collecting school items. It's collaborating with real estate company Coldwell Banker to fill a van with things like notebooks, highlighters, and crayons. The nonprofit executive director, Jack Eaton, says events like this are important because many people don't know how common single-parent families are in our community.
A lot of times, stereotype of a single mom is that it's a teenager who has made bad choices, maybe gotten pregnant, but that is just a small percentage of our single parents in our program.
Eaton tells us the average age of single parents in the program is 33, and many of them are divorced or come from abusive situations. Items will be collected until next Wednesday, July 31st at 4 Northwest Arkansas locations. Visit our website to find out where.
The United Way's Fill the Bus campaign also in full swing. Businesses across the region are collecting supplies through mid-July to donate to rural school districts later this fall. And you can help fill the bus August 2nd and 3rd at Walmart Supercenters in Benton, Madison, and Washington counties. The city of Fayetteville is adding a new large-scale public art installation around the historic downtown square. All new at 5 tonight, Los Angeles-based artist Bumblebee began his 3-story tall mural this afternoon. His work has been featured in galleries and exhibitions around the world. And now you can see it right here in Northwest Arkansas. You can check out the project on the southwest corner of the Fayetteville Town Center parking garage.
In more local news, Northwest Arkansas's very own Marine Corporal Aaron Mankin stopped by the Kiwanis Club of Bentonville. Mankin enlisted in 2003 at the onset of conflict in Iraq and served as a combat correspondent. Then in 2005, he survived one of the largest improvised explosive device attacks of the war. 6 Marines died, 11 others were wounded. Throughout Mankin's recovery, he has remained a passionate advocate supporting service members as a spokesperson for multiple veteran organizations.
When I talk to schools and to young people, I try and, educate them the fact that, bombs go off in your life. Life's going to send you in a different direction, and you have power in that moment to choose how you respond, who you're going to be.
I've heard him speak and met him several times, and he is just absolutely inspiring. Mankin's inspiring story has been shared all over the world, including the Today Show, NPR, and of course right here on KNWA.
Such a powerful message.
Absolutely. Team USA hopefuls gearing up for 2020.
Which former Razorbacks are going for the gold?